Hello, my name is David Park. Thank you to everyone who sent us your questions and comments about Buckeye Farms at Park Ranch. I have read them all and have put together a series of videos broken down into the topics most asked about. With me today is Kathy Taylor from In Plain Sight Marketing, who is helping me to produce these videos.
Thank you, David. Your first question today about the topic of quality of life is this. The plans seem very vague. We have only lived here for a year. I thought it was heaven. Peaceful and quiet and cows that are so delightful. I talked my husband into buying here so that I could be near the cows. I had no idea of the plans to develop the land. I couldn't be more disappointed. I thought this would be our forever home, and now I'm not so sure. Can you convince me that we will still have our big sky views and our peace and quiet? And will the cows be gone for good? I thought that we moved away from all of the overdevelopment when we moved away from Tahoe. Now here we go again. I'd like to hear what you have to say.
I understand your desire to live where open space and views seem endless. As a lifelong resident and rancher, and as a member of one of the founding families of Douglas County, I share your vision. It's why we are working hard at smart, sustainable growth in infill areas that are already built up. Aside from county growth ordinances and the Minden-Gardnerville Plan for Prosperity to build where local businesses can thrive, we are preserving 97%, nearly all of our holdings, as open space and conservation easements while planning for smart growth. It's going to happen. As a county, we have done everything possible to plan for and allow slow growth. This project will occur over decades, and only as the county allows or has need at each stage of the development. Why sprinkle random neighborhoods across our open spaces when we can concentrate our neighborhoods in infill areas and keep vast stretches of our agricultural landscapes free from development?
Your next question is, please help me to understand how we will be able to continue to enjoy our home and its surroundings by your development. How can this possibly be beneficial to the land and the people who live here?
Our development will allow the entire community to be able to enjoy the community garden and other amenities. Thousands of acres will be preserved as actively managed ranch land to maintain our sweeping views. Muller Parkway, which will relieve traffic through Minden and Gardnerville, sound engineering, which will alleviate the floodplains through Minden and Gardnerville, as well as planned walkways and bike paths, which will contribute to a walkable, bikeable downtown to enhance the Prosperities Plan sustainable community planning.
David, your next question. Mr. Park, you should remember your heritage and keep it alive. This town, this valley, needs less taking away of farmland and cattle grazing, and more of it needs to be given. Get the dairy farms back. Bring back our culture. You should look into that for a way of providing revenue for yourself, your partners, your county, and giving back to your small town community. We need to leave our open spaces. We need more farming. That's what this valley was built upon. Sad, very sad to give it away for housing over by Minden Elementary. It looks horrible with all the new townhouses that are not even affordable for any Nevadan, only those coming in from Cali to pay cash. Sad our little town is being brushed aside.
Actually, this project does exactly what you're saying to do. We are preserving 9,000 acres of open space in South County by TRE, plus 1,300 acres of open space by the Dangberg Historic Corn Ranch, and we're working on another 1,500 acres elsewhere in the county. Essentially, almost our entire holdings will be held in conservation easements. Only 3% of our entire holdings will be developed over the next 30 years. Inevitably, there will be growth, and it is in our county ordinances to plan for it. We could see it in random 19-acre parcels throughout the valley, or we can exercise good land stewardship and planning practices to grow in areas with existing infrastructure versus scattered development across the valley. If you look now, there are these small developments scattered here and there. The Minden-Gardnerville Plan for Prosperity calls for mixed use downtowns by pursuing residential infill development and adjacent to the downtowns to provide economic support and help them enhance vitality. And that's what our project offers. Infill building, walking, biking, access to downtowns, as well as preserving thousands of acres as open space in perpetuity.
Your last question is, I want to live here. I think the plan is a solid compromise between housing and protecting wildlife and the scenic nature of our valley.
Thank you. Please stay tuned to our progress. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram and visit our website, buckeyefarms@parkranch.com.